Hello, welcome to the video. I know everyone's always interested in what other people eat, so I thought today I would do a bit of a food haul to show you the things that I pretty much always keep in my house and eat on a daily basis. Or if I don't eat them on the daily basis, they're for backup. But yeah, most of the things I've got here I eat every day. So I'm gonna go through them. These foods are not foods you have to eat in order to have a lean body or whatever. They're just foods that I really like to make sure I have in my house because they're convenient and they're usually high in protein or high in nutrients or healthy, I guess. I don't like the word healthy because I think healthy is kind of subjective and it needs to be used with context. But when I say healthy in this instance or in this video, I mean whole and fairly nutrient dense. So let's get started. The first food, wherever I am in the world, I always go to the supermarket and make sure I get some kind of Greek yogurt. Usually the no fat type because I prefer to save my fats for other foods like chocolate or something, and my fats are usually pretty low, so I don't want to waste it on something like yogurt when you can get no fat version and flavor it with other things. So I get the flavorless version as well, just the plain one, and then usually add my own flavor because that is how I can control how much sugar goes into it, and usually it's less calories that way as well. So which just means I get to eat more of it. Like, I'm a volume eater, I love eating lots of food in one go, and so if I have to eat a tiny portion because it's full of fat and sugar and high in calories, then I don't like that. I'd rather eat, in most cases, I'd rather eat the no fat, no flavor version and add my own flavor, so then I can make it lower calorie and then eat more of it overall. So yeah, no fat yogurt, and this one is so good because per 100 grams it's got 10 grams of protein. So I really love Greek yogurt for that fact. It's usually high in protein and will help you reach your protein target without having to eat more meat, which is good if you're like vegetarian or vegan or whatever. The other thing I love, and I always have, usually wherever I am in the world. So I travel a lot and I usually stay in apartments or Airbnbs with a kitchen so that I can go to a supermarket and get my own things that I like to eat, so I don't have to go out all the time. And this is one of my favorite things. It is smooth ricotta. I use this instead of cheese often or cream. So I use it as a salad dressing if I want to use a salad dressing. I don't always use a salad dressing because I don't think it's necessary if you put enough like salt and spices and maybe balsamic vinegar or something. But yeah, I like to mix this with a little bit of mustard, like hot mustard, a little bit of salt and a bit of water to make it runny, and then put it over a salad, and that makes it yum. Add some flavor. And I also like to use it in pasta sauces. So if I'm cooking like some kind of pasta sauce, I will add tomato paste, which is also one of my other favorite things. Tomato paste and tomato and herbs, and then add some of this, and it adds a bit more salt and flavor and creaminess to it. So I really like smooth ricotta for that. You can also use it on, toast or whatever, eggs. Yeah, it just adds some flavor for not really a lot of calories. It's only got, for 30 grams, it's only got 30 calories, and it's got 2 grams of protein and 1 gram of fat. So this is the light version, again, because I like to save my fats for later, and I can't really tell the difference in taste between the low fat and the high fat version. So yeah, I think it's pretty good, like only 30 calories for 30 grams. If you compare that to a regular spread like cream cheese or cream, then it's gonna be, I think cream cheese has double or triple the calories of what this does, so that's why I like to use it as a spread as well. And cream would have probably triple the calories as well. I'm not too sure because I don't have any, but you can look that up. Yeah, so that's the next one. The next one is tomato paste. I use this all the time. I hate cooking, I hate wasting my time in the kitchen, but something I love to do is to just get a pot, throw in a bunch of vegetables, usually like onion and zucchini, pumpkin, mushrooms maybe, capsicum, whatever I've got, throw it in there, cook it, and then add some spices, salt and pepper and tomato paste, and then water, and sometimes I'll add rice to it as well. I've actually got that here too, but put that in a pot with water and let it all just cook down, and that way you don't need to use any oil, and then you can add some protein of some sort and let that poach in there. So like seafood or chicken is really good for that, or mincemeat as well, and then you just eat it all. Like you can add potato, I do that all the time, so I use tomato paste, heaps of that, or if I'm making a pasta sauce, it just adds good flavor and for not many calories. Again, it's got a decent amount of protein. For 50 grams, it's got 2 grams of protein. And tomatoes are just one of those things that have a lot of nutrients, and tomato paste is like a concentrated version of that. So if you're lacking in nutrients, it's an easy way to get some good nutrients into your diet. So I use that all the time, and I always have some in my pantry. And then I use it commonly with these herbs. So herbs, powdered herbs and spices go such a long way, and they still have nutrients in them. They add so much flavor to your food. I highly recommend using them. Like you don't need bottled sauces and stuff. You like just flavor it yourself with powdered versions of herbs and spice, and you'll get so much flavor for reduced calories. Like usually the bottled sauces, they're not only expensive, they have added sugar and fillers and crap in them. This way you're getting just flavor and not wasting calories on something you don't really get to eat. Like sauce doesn't add volume, so if you want to eat more food and not go over your calorie intake, it's a good way to do that. So these 4 I use all the time. Garlic granules, garlic granules, but the garlic powder is also really good. Turmeric, chili flakes, and cumin, and I just put them in with the tomato paste and salt and pepper, and it's delicious. So those ones. Another one I love for like pasta sauces in particular, I'll just use tomato paste with the garlic and the chili, and then parsley, because parsley is so good for you. It's got so many nutrients in it. So yeah, I love adding parsley to the pasta version, and then I'll add the light ricotta as well to make it a bit creamy and easy. The other one I like in terms of herbs is cinnamon, because I use that in the Greek yogurt, and with my other favorite thing, oats. I always have some kind of oats in the pantry because I have them every day for breakfast with the Greek yogurt and cinnamon, and then protein powder. So protein powder is something I always have some of. You don't need it. I just find it an easy way, again, to get more protein into my day without having to cook meat if I don't have any meat available, or if I don't feel like eating meat. Just say you get to the end of the day and it's like late at night and you don't really want to cook chicken or a steak or something, just have a protein shake. Like it's just so convenient, whether it's a training day or a rest day, whether it's after your workout or whether it's late at night, you can have protein powder anytime, and yeah, I like it. So I always have some kind of protein powder with me. The other one I have often, or I just always have, is honey. So if I feel like something's sweet, I will literally have some of this smooth ricotta, mix it with the honey, and it's yum. Like you can put it on rice cakes, or you can put it on toast, or pancakes. Like if you make protein pancakes, which I never do because I can't be bothered, but if you do, then that's a cool topping for not many calories. Because the good thing about honey is it's so sweet, you only really need a little bit of it, and you can always water it down with water, so you still get the sweetness without having to use so much. And yeah, I just really like honey. So if you have a sweet tooth, a good idea is to, and you can control yourself, so it depends on who you are, but if you have a sweet tooth, have some honey in your house, and then when you feel like something's sweet, just go and have a tiny, like a quarter of a teaspoon of honey. straight, and that might satisfy your sweet tooth without you having to eat a whole block of chocolate or something, because you know, honey is so sweet for such a small amount. So yeah, honey, and sometimes I'll have that on the Greek yogurt with berries or something as a dessert. So that's why I always like to have this Greek yogurt available, because I have it for breakfast. And then if I feel like some kind of sweet dessert but I don't have calories left for ice cream or chocolate or something, I will just have a bit of Greek yogurt and honey, and or even Greek yogurt and more protein powder. It's just versatile. You can use it in so many ways. The other thing I always have is some kind of rice as well with my little one pot meal. Sometimes I'll just put the rice straight in the pot with the veggies once they've cooked down, and if you add enough water, it will absorb the water, and then it just turns into a kind of risotto, I guess. I don't know, but it tastes good if you add the right flavors. The other thing I always have is some kind of frozen vegetables. So just say I don't have any vegetables, or I run out and I don't have time to go to the shops and it's late and I want some veggies to have with dinner, because you should have veggies with all your meals really. Frozen veggies are so convenient. They're often cheaper as well when you actually look at the prices of fresh vegetables compared to frozen, and they're just easy. Like, if you don't love the taste of frozen vegetables, you got to get over it, and just sometimes you have to sacrifice taste for convenience, or taste for money saving and that kind of thing. So if you want to be semi-healthy and get some nutrients in, eat your frozen veggies, or eat any veggies. Frozen veggies as well, it really depends on how you cook them. So if you add them in the microwave, I find they taste like crap. If you steam them in a pot, I think they taste better. Or if you add them into like herbs and spice and tomato paste, again, that will add flavor to them, and then you'll not notice that weird texture so much. So yeah, you gotta just add salt and pepper and flavor to things, but the right way, so you're not adding calories. Do it with real herbs and spice and not the sauces. The one sauce that I do like to have though, and I'll tell you why, is some kind of hot sauce. So this is like just habanero hot sauce, and all it's got in it is habanero, white onion, carrots, vinegar, lime juice, and salt. Like, it's so free of shit, and I love it. It's super potent for a tiny bit, and it pretty much has 0 calories. So any kind of sauce that has 0 calories, I love. Any sauce that has calories, I prefer not to use, because again, it comes down to volume. If I'm using that, it's wasting calories for something I don't actually get to chew on and eat and fill my bowl. So if you want to be satisfied, stop wasting your calories on sauces and things you don't have to waste them on. The last thing I always have some of is sparkling water. I use this if I want to fast some mornings, and I just honestly like sparkling water better. But also, yeah, it helps with fasting and appetite suppression, as does coffee. But if you don't want to have coffee, then sparkling water is a good way to go. So even if you're not fasting and you're just hungry and you want to get through to your next meal without having to snack, sparkling water will help you kind of provide a false sense of fullness without calories. So that's all I've got for this video. Those are some of my favorite foods. Again, you don't need to eat these to be lean. I just like them because they're convenient and they're pretty much all what I would classify as healthy. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.